Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be meal prepping, and it's going to be Korean inspired, not exact but inspired, and it's going to be a bunch of banchans, which are side dishes. We are going to be starting off with a radish kimchi, and all the recipes that I use today I'm going to provide the links down below. This was actually my first time buying a daikon radish. I got this through Whole Foods and I did not expect it to be this big. I had ordered two, but I only used one in this recipe, saving the other one for the following week. And I also cut them into little matchsticks. They're not the best, but I tried. Following up, I'm going to be adding some salt, and this is just going to remove any excess water from the radishes, and they're also going to make them kind of bendy. Putting that aside, we're moving on to the cucumbers. Now this is going to be another side dish, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce everything here because I feel like I'm going to say it wrong. So I'm going to put all the side dishes names right here for you. And this is the same thing we're going to be doing, just like the radish. We're going to add a little bit of salt and we're going to put that to the side. Now that our radish has sat for a little bit, you see all the water that was removed because of the salt. So I'm just going to give it a quick rinse and move on to the pears. I purchased these three from Costco. I believe it was like $15 for three, although it was a little pricey for me. They were really beautiful and big, and I know they taste amazing. I've had it before, so I had to get them for this meal. Cutting them into little matchsticks as well. Now I'm just going to be adding everything together and making this recipe. Once it was done, I honestly kept on picking at it. It was just that good. I forgot to pick up scallions, so I had to use my dehydrated scallions from the garden. They still tasted delicious, but I actually went out to go buy scallions because I realized, oh my gosh, I needed so many for these recipes. Now this was really spicy, but I love spicy food, so this was perfect for me. Just look at that color, so pretty. Now it was time to assemble the cucumber dish after I removed any excess water. Just added all the ingredients. This was really simple, and this is something that I'm definitely going to be making every single week and just have it in the fridge. It takes about 10 minutes tops. And I found myself snacking on this pretty often throughout the week. This next dish isn't 100% Korean, but it's Korean inspired. And I had a lot of carrots because I was juicing that week and I over purchased carrots. So I decided to kind of shred them and then kind of lightly cook them in like sesame oil, sesame seeds. It was ginger, some garlic, kind of have those same flavor profiles that I'm going to be using for the other recipes I'm making in this meal. And this paired perfectly for the week for my husband because he likes having two sunny side up eggs in the morning. He had a little bit of rice, he had some of this carrots and his sunny side up eggs, and he said it was just really amazing, and he wants me to make this every single week now. So I guess I'll be making this every single week now. While filming this, I realized that I was down to my last bag of ginger and garlic that I blended and added to little bags. As you can see here, the little cubes, so I have to buy more garlic and ginger, and that's going to be a whole other project. This is my favorite tofu press from Amazon. I will provide a link down below if you guys are interested. I use this pretty much every single week, and you can actually remove any excess water from the top. I'm just adding it to my composted items for everything that I've been peeling today. While that's doing its thing, I am preparing the rice, and I ran out of battery, so all you're going to see is me rinsing my rice until it's nice and clear. These are soy curls, and it's the first time I'm using them. I've used little soys before, almost like little grains. My tip for you is when you're rehydrating them and remove the excess water, do that about 5 to 6 times. I know it seems excessive, but it's going to remove any of that like bitter taste that soy curls have. Now this recipe was not my favorite. I had a lot of positive reviews, and it's supposed to be kind of like beefless tips. I didn't like it. I thought it was too salty. It didn't have those flavors I was looking for, but it looks delicious, and I added extra stuff to it. Next up, I'm going to be replicating this recipe, this item from Trader Joe's, and the name is right here because I'm not going to pronounce it, but I buy them all the time, but they're really expensive. I believe it's like 3 for like $5, and I realized I could make it myself for much cheaper, freeze them, and I can have them in the freezer for whenever I want a quick snack. Now this little triangle mold I got from Amazon. Well, I purchased it, and it comes there's a big one and a small one. I pretty much did a lot of the big ones and a few small ones just in case if I wanted a little extra something. It was time to lightly fry the tofu, and I added the gochujang sauce right on top. This was so delicious. I could have had a bowl of this just right then and there. I was feeling a little lazy, I'm not gonna lie. So this dish generally uses fresh spinach, but frozen was my way to go right now, and I was tired and it was late. After about 8 hours in the kitchen going back and forth, washing dishes, this is what I have prepared. It's nearly 10 o'clock at night and I started around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but I am done and I'm so happy because I am starving and very, very tired. Now, a lot of the things I made required so much dishwashing because I don't have a lot of bowls. So I had to wash a lot of things in between. And the lighting throughout this whole video, as you can see, is just all over the place because it's January and it gets dark really early. But I'm finally done, and let me share everything I made because it smells so good. This is that tofu mixture. It's slightly sweet, spicy, tangy, and the spinach is very simple for your anyday meals. Now here I have the sushi rice, it's just plain and simple with like rice vinegar and a little bit of sugar. Next up is the kimchi, and as you can see, it kind of has shrunken up. It smells divine. And the cucumbers and the pickled kimchi radish is just super crunchy, and it maintained its crunchiness throughout the week. The little triangles were a lifesaver throughout the week, especially when I was short on time for eating. The shredded carrots were one of the first things to go in the week. I believe it was like the 4th day. They were gone, and it's just my husband and I. And here is the bulgogi. And there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed creating it. If you did, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe down below if you're not subscribed. I will be creating a lot of meal prep videos every single week because that is my commitment to myself for 2025. So I hope you guys had an amazing day, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.